Listen to this.
Hi, Iranian woman here, back again to answer the number one question that I get asked all the time. Why will the mainstream media not report on Iran, the uprisings, the protests, the demonstrations against the regime? There's actually a very simple and clear answer, and you're going to understand it like that once I put it into a conceptual framework for you to make sense of. Here's the tough pill to swallow. The reason that the mainstream media will not report on Iran is because the Islamic regime is their ally. Okay, their ally in what? Their ally in the war on the West. The war on the West was originally fought by the communists against the West. Now the baton has been passed to the Islamists. Now here's where it gets interesting. The Islamists are not alone in their war on the West. They're actually working with their allies who are internal. Okay, so the Western left are their allies. But it's not just the Western left anymore. There's now been a fusion between the woke left and the woke right. They've made a super pact, right? They are now the super woke. So the Islamists are in an alliance with the super woke to destroy the Western world. Now you have the foundations. Let's talk about the role of mainstream media. Mainstream media, okay, their responsibility in this war is to manage your perception, how you see the world. How you see the world is shaped by what you are exposed to. Therefore, the mainstream media is curating an alternative universe where you see exactly what they want you to see in accordance with this story that they're creating. What is that story? The story is that the West is the source of all evil and the jihadists are actually just oppressed freedom fighters. So what happens? Let's put our thinking caps on here. What happens when the media exposes the truth of what is happening in Iran, what's happening in Afghanistan, what's happening in Yemen, what's happening in Sudan, what's happening in the Congo, what's happening in Nigeria, what's happening in Lebanon, what is happening in Gaza under Hamas? What happens is that very carefully constructed illusion that they've been training your perception through collapses like a house of cards. The reason they cannot tell you what's going on in Iran is because it exposes their ally in the war on the West. The media is not here to offer you truth. The media is here to manage your perception. And it does that by exposing you only to heavily manipulated information that supports